I used to think I was eating healthy. I really did. I avoided fast food, I cooked at home, and I tried to eat my fruits and vegetables. I even switched to healthier alternatives when I could. Low-fat this, sugar-free that. But despite all my efforts, something wasn't right. My energy levels weren't what they used to be. My joints ached more than ever. My blood pressure numbers were creeping up, and my doctor kept raising an eyebrow every time we went over my lab results. Then came the moment that changed everything. I was sitting in my doctor's office for a routine checkup, expecting the usual conversation. But this time, she leaned in, looked me in the eye, and said something that shook me. "You're eating all the wrong foods." Wait, what? I was stunned. I thought I was doing the right things, but as she started listing off the foods I needed to cut out, my jaw nearly hit the floor. Because these weren't obvious junk foods. They weren't things I thought were bad for me. They were foods I ate every single day. Foods that had been silently hurting my heart, my brain, my metabolism. Foods that were accelerating aging instead of keeping me strong. And the worst part, millions of seniors are eating these same foods every day, unknowingly putting their health at risk. I don't want that for you. That's why today, I'm sharing the 7 dangerous foods the doctors are begging seniors to stop eating immediately. But here's the good news. I won't just tell you what to avoid. I'll give you easy, delicious swaps that can transform your health without feeling deprived. So let's get started. Food number 1, processed meats, the silent heart killer. I have to admit, I used to love a good sandwich. A few slices of turkey or ham, maybe a bit of salami or bacon, quick, easy, and tasty. But what I didn't realize was that these seemingly innocent deli meats were secretly wreaking havoc on my body. Why are processed meats so dangerous? The problem isn't just the meat itself, it's what's added to it. Nitrates and nitrites. These preservatives extend shelf life, but have been linked to an increased risk of cancer and heart disease. High sodium levels. Many processed meats contain so much salt that they contribute to high blood pressure, stroke risk, and kidney damage. Artificial additives and fillers. These can trigger inflammation in the body, making joint pain and chronic diseases worse. A 2020 study published in the British Medical Journal found that people who regularly eat processed meats have a significantly higher risk of cardiovascular disease and early death. That was enough for me. I knew I had to make a change. The healthier swap, instead of deli meats, try freshly cooked chicken or turkey breast. Cook it at home and slice it yourself. Canned tuna or salmon, packed with heart-healthy omega-3s. Egg salad or hummus, a great protein-packed alternative for sandwiches. It took a little getting used to, but I promise, once I made the switch, my blood pressure improved, my energy increased, and I felt less bloated and sluggish. Food number 2, white bread and refined grains, a blood sugar nightmare. For decades, I started my mornings with toast and jam. I never thought twice about it. After all, isn't bread a staple in every household? But what I didn't realize was that white bread was spiking my blood sugar just as much as a candy bar. Why is white bread so bad? The problem comes down to how it's made. White bread and other refined grains like white rice and pasta are made from flour that has been stripped of its fiber and nutrients. Without fiber, these foods cause rapid blood sugar spikes. This increases the risk of diabetes, energy crashes, and weight gain. Contribute to inflammation. Chronic inflammation has been linked to arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. Increase belly fat. Studies show refined carbs promote visceral fat, the dangerous kind that surrounds our organs. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate high amounts of refined grains had a higher risk of heart disease compared to those who ate whole grains. The healthier swap: instead of white bread, try 100% whole grain or sprouted grain bread. These have fiber to keep blood sugar stable. Sourdough bread, easier to digest and better for gut health. Oatmeal or quinoa, a great alternative for breakfast or side dishes. After switching to whole grains, I noticed fewer sugar cravings, steadier energy, and even a little weight loss around my belly. Food number 3, sugary yogurt, the hidden dessert in disguise. For years, I thought I was doing something good for my health by eating yogurt every morning. It was advertised as healthy, low-fat, and packed with probiotics. But then one day, I flipped the container over and read the label. Why is sugary yogurt so dangerous? Many flavored yogurts, especially the ones labeled low-fat or fruit-flavored, are nothing more than glorified dessert. A single serving can have 20-30 grams of sugar, the same as a candy bar. Excess sugar increases inflammation, insulin resistance, and risk of type 2 diabetes. High sugar intake has been linked to memory decline and cognitive issues. A study from the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, found that seniors who consume high amounts of sugar have a higher risk of dementia. That was all I needed to hear. I tossed my sugary yogurt straight in the trash. The healthier swap: instead of flavored yogurts, try plain Greek yogurt, higher in protein, lower in sugar. Add fresh berries, natural sweetness without the blood sugar spike. Sprinkle cinnamon, helps regulate blood sugar levels. Once I made this change, my energy was more stable, my digestion improved, and my sugar cravings practically disappeared. At this point, I was already shocked. I thought I was making healthy choices, but in reality, I was eating foods that were secretly damaging my body. Now you might be wondering, if those 3 foods are this bad, what else am I eating that's dangerous? Trust me, there are 4 more foods on this list that shock me even more. One of them is something I used to cook with every single day, and doctors say it's one of the leading causes of heart disease. Stay with me, because the next food on this list might just be the most important change you can make. The next one really hurt, because it was something I used every single day in my cooking. Food number 4, margarine and vegetable oils, the hidden heart attack risk. For years, I believed margarine was the healthier alternative to butter. That's what the commercials told me. That's what doctors recommended decades ago. So I made the switch. I spread margarine on my toast, used vegetable oils for cooking, and felt pretty good about it. Until I learned the truth. Why are margarine and vegetable oils dangerous? The problem is that most margarines and vegetable oils, like soybean, corn, and canola oil, contain trans fats and omega-6 fatty acids which cause chronic inflammation, leading to arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. Increased bad cholesterol, LDL, and decreased good cholesterol, HDL. Higher risk of stroke and heart disease. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health found that trans fats alone are responsible for over 500,000 deaths from heart disease every year worldwide. That was enough to make me throw out my margarine immediately. The healthier swap: instead of margarine and vegetable oils, try extra virgin olive oil, packed with antioxidants and heart protective fats. Avocado oil, great for high-heat cooking without harmful compounds. Real grass-fed butter. Yes, butter is actually better than margarine in moderation. I made the switch, and within a few months I felt less joint pain, more energy, and even saw improvements in my cholesterol levels. Food number 5, diet sodas and artificial sweeteners, the sneaky metabolism destroyers. I get it. We're told sugar is bad for us, so diet sodas and artificial sweeteners must be better, right? I used to think so too. Whenever I craved something sweet, I'd reach for a can of diet soda or sugar-free snacks, thinking I was making the healthier choice. But then I learned that artificial sweeteners can be just as bad, if not worse, than sugar. Why are artificial sweeteners harmful? They trick your brain. Your body still expects calories when you taste something sweet, which can lead to increased cravings and overeating. They disrupt gut bacteria. Studies show artificial sweeteners harm your gut microbiome, leading to poor digestion, weight gain, and higher diabetes risk. They increase the risk of strokes and heart disease. A 2017 study in the Canadian Medical Association Journal found that people who consumed artificial sweeteners daily were more likely to gain weight, develop high blood pressure, and experience heart disease over time. That's when I quit diet soda for good. The healthier swap. Instead of diet sodas and artificial sweeteners, try water with lemon or mint, hydrating and refreshing. Herbal teas, naturally sweet and full of antioxidants. Stevia or monk fruit. If you must have something sweet, these are the safest alternatives. Within weeks of cutting out diet soda, my bloating went away, my digestion improved, and I stopped feeling the constant need for something sweet. Food number 6, canned soup, the salt bomb that damages your heart. Now this one surprised me. On a chilly evening, nothing felt better than a warm bowl of soup. I always thought soup was a comforting, healthy option, especially when I wasn't feeling well. But I never realized that canned soups were loaded with sodium and harmful preservatives. Why is canned soup dangerous? Excess sodium leads to high blood pressure. Many canned soups contain over 1,000 milliliters of sodium per serving. Preservatives and BPA. Many cans are lined with BPA, a chemical that disrupts hormones and increases cancer risk. Hidden sugars and MSG added to enhance flavor, but can cause headaches, fatigue, and weight gain. A study from the American Heart Association found that reducing sodium intake by just 1,000 milligrams per day could lower the risk of heart disease by 30%. That was my wake-up call. The healthier swap. Instead of canned soup, try homemade soup using fresh ingredients and low-sodium broth. Low-sodium store-bought options. Some brands make healthier alternatives. Bone broth, packed with nutrients that support joint and gut health. I started making my own soups, and not only did they taste so much better, but I also noticed less bloating and more stable blood pressure. Food number 7, fried foods, the fast track to inflammation and aging. I hate to say it, but I used to love fried foods. Crispy chicken, French fries, onion rings. Delicious, right? But what I didn't realize was that fried foods accelerate aging and increase disease risk. Why are fried foods so dangerous? They produce harmful compounds called ages. These accelerate aging and contribute to wrinkles, joint pain, and memory loss. They're cooked in unhealthy oils. Most fried foods use trans fats, which we already know increase heart disease risk. They cause inflammation, leading to chronic diseases like arthritis, diabetes, and even depression. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that people who eat fried foods regularly have a 50% higher risk of heart disease and stroke. That was enough for me. The healthier swap: instead of fried foods, try air-fried alternatives. Same crispy texture with way less oil. Oven-roasted vegetables, still delicious without the harmful effects. Baked or grilled proteins, keeps the flavor without the dangerous oils. After cutting out fried foods, I felt lighter, less sluggish, and my skin even looked healthier. Bonus tip: start reading labels, the key to smarter choices. If there's one thing I learned through this journey, it's this: marketing can be misleading. Food companies love using words like healthy, low-fat, or natural to trick us into thinking their products are good for us. But the truth is, the real answers are in the ingredient list. So here's what I do now. I check for hidden sugars like high fructose corn syrup. I avoid artificial preservatives and additives. I look for whole, simple ingredients I can recognize. And let me tell you, this one small habit has made a world of difference. My final thoughts: I never thought I'd have to relearn how to eat at this stage of my life. But looking back, I'm so grateful I did. Since making these changes, I have more energy, less joint pain, better digestion, healthier blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And most importantly, I feel in control of my health again. If you're still eating these dangerous foods, don't feel bad. I was right there with you. But now that you know the truth, you have the power to make better choices. Your future self will thank you. Now, which of these foods shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below.